Alright, have a great day ahead with you. So, a pleasant day greeting to all of you. So, for this video, the topic would be solving routine or non-routine problems involving multiplication without or with addition or subtraction of fractions and whole numbers. Before we go anywhere, anything else, so may I ask, do you still remember the skills applied in previous topics? I hope so. So, these are the topics that you have undergone previously and what you have encountered in your modules. So, fractions, word problems. Do you know that when you read word problems containing fractions, certain phrases can indicate the operation that you need to do in order to solve the word problem? So what are those indications? For example, in addition, these are the indications used. How much together? How far will she travel from home to the park, then to the library? So those are the examples for addition. In subtraction, the question would be how much more is needed? How much further than? How much is left? Or how bigger than? So maybe move on the multiplication. These are the questions. Times longer. The product of a fraction of something. While in division, maybe just include for the division. The question would be find the quotient divided into pieces. How many will fit? And of course, how many can be split from? So, may I just give you a problem as a part of the review? So, this review is still part of the lesson. So, since this is a video, maybe just take the opportunity, since we have an open time. So, let me just give you a problem to enhance, to recall us better, to recall you better about this previous topic. So this is the problem. In the recent student government election, Larry received one-third of the votes for treasurer and Leia received 1 over 15 of the votes. What fraction of the votes did both candidates earn together? So So in dealing with problems, there are certain steps for you to solve. What does the problem ask for? What are the given facts? Okay. Uh, what are the number sentence? What operation is to be used? Okay. Then show solution. So and of course you have to understand first the problem. Then you can plan, then apply the operation, something like that, implementation, something like that. Then that is the way that you are already solving. So let's go directly as a review, as a part of this review. Maybe just go on to the solution. So what are the given facts? So we have one-third of the vote plus 1/15 of the vote, that is us. So they have this similar fraction. So what we need to do is to have a similar denominator in order for us to have a similar fraction. Since since 3 is the lowest, is the lower fraction, or the bigger fraction but lower in the denominator. So we will adjust for the 3 to make it similar to 15. Okay, so it is easy. We just multiply the numerator to the denominator to its LCD, or the LCM for the whole number. Okay, so what would be the multiples? The greater the multiples, the least common multiples of the two would be the 5. So, 1 times 5 will gives you 5. 3 times 5 will now gives you 15. So, possibly, we could have now this formula, this product, because we multiplied it. 1/3 and 5 over 15 is the same value, has the same value of a fraction. And since we already have the same denominator, we can now proceed to the continuation of our solution. Okay, so since it is the problem asks for the total number of votes, so we will therefore use the addition. So here 1 or 5 over 15 plus 1 over 15, what would be the next? So that is 5 plus 1 over 15 will gives you 6 over 15, and we will reduce that to the lowest term, that will gives us 2/5. How did we come up with the 2/5? We divide it again to the common factor, okay, which is the 3. The greatest common factor for 6 and 15, which is 3. 3 over 3. So now, what's next? So together, they have received 2/5 of the vote. So that will be the answer for this specific problem. Now, so that is only addition. Now may we now proceed to the multiplication. Alright, so let's continue. But first, let me ask you, okay, do you know how to save money? So most probably yes. Alright, so how do you save your money? That would be the very question, the very crucial question for you. So do you know Marlon? I have the story, a child named Marlon, a grade 5 pupil like you. So let's take a look about Marlon. So Marlon earned 150 pesos by selling newspapers. Okay, if he puts 2/5 of his money in his piggy bank, how much did he save? Okay, so before you can answer that question, you should have to understand, okay, who is Marlon, what does he sell, okay, and where do he put his saving. Okay, so we move on to the problem. So you have to understand that he has this amount, a certain amount, and the portion of it, there is a portion of it that he keep on savings. Okay, so the question would be, what is asked in the problem? Number 2, what are the given in the problem? Number 3, what word clue would help you solve the problem? What operation need to be solved the problem? What is the number sentence? Okay, so to answer the question, okay, what is asked in the problem? The problem is asking the amount Marlon saved. Then what are the given facts? Alright, so let's continue. So next question, what operation needed to solve the problem? Okay, what is the number sentence? Okay, to answer that, of course, we are going to use multiplication. Okay, and the number sentence would be 150, that is the money, 150 pesos, times the 2 feet is equal to n. So now we can proceed to the solution. So supplying the number sentence 150 divided by 5. Okay, so y divided by 5, then times 2. Okay, so this should be the place where the 5 is. Okay, so 150 divided by 5 is the same. When you divide it by 5, will gives you, okay, 150 divided by 5 will gives you 30. The 5 should not be here. Okay, so but our solution is 150 divided by 5. So the answer, we will get the 30. Alright, so now 30, we will multiply 30 by 2. Okay, 30 times 2 will gives you 60. So therefore the answer, he saved 60 pesos out of his 150 pesos. So now, why do you think Marlon saved money in his piggy bank? Is it proper to save money? Why? What do you think? What kind of a boy is Marlon? Alright, so may we find more ways to prove that that our answer is correct. So here we are in the Bagatrix. So here we will put the amount here, which is the 150 pesos. Okay, we're going to multiply 250. Okay, we're going to multiply 250. Here is the 150. The point there means multiplication. We will multiply 150 to the 250. So we have encoded here the number, the problem, the number sentence. Okay, we can put equals n. So we will solve for n. Then in this Bagatrix, we will click answer. Let's see if our answer is correct. So remember that the answer we have 60. So since n is on the right hand, okay, we will move it to the other. Here is the explanation. So we have used the Bagatrix. So n, we just move to the other side. Okay, we multiply 150 here. We multiply 150 by 250. So to get 300 divided by 5. Okay, so now you have n. Why 300? Because 150 multiply it by 2. We multiply it by 2, so it will gives us 300. Now the 300 we will divide it by 5. So the answer will give us, okay, the answer will give us 60. Okay, did that show? So Okay, so or 150 divided by 5, that is still 30. 30 times 2 will still give you 60. So the answer is 60. Okay, so let's move to the next problem. So still the answer is 60. So maybe we have another problem. Okay, Lucy's mother worked in her boutique for 2.5 hours each day for 2 weeks. Now, how many hours did she work in all? So you can solve the problem using the steps below. You have to understand and you have to plan. You understand what is asked. Of course, the number of hours she worked in all. Then, what are the given facts? So we have 2.5 hours. Then we have 14 days. That is equivalent to 2 weeks as we look into the number of hours. So converted to 2 weeks. The 2 weeks is converted into 14 days. So what is our plan? The plan is to determine the operation to be used, which is the multiplication. So what is the number sentence? 2.5 multiplied to 14 is equal to n. So this is our solution. 2.5 times 14. Okay. So 2.5 times 14, we will convert the mixed fraction, the mixed number, into a, we will convert it into a improper fraction. Okay, that is 2.5. How are we going to convert this? So we just multiply this. Okay, so that is multiplication. The whole number and the denominator, 2 times 2 will gives you 4. Then on the numerator, okay, you are going to use addition. So 2 times 2 is 4 plus the numerator 1, 4 plus 1, that is 5, right? So the denominator 2 will remain. Okay, that's how we get 5 over 2 in this part. Okay, so 5 and 2, 5 halves times 14 over 1. Whole numbers is understood that they have a numerator 1. Okay, they have a numerator 1. Okay, so since you cancel out, we will divide 2 by 2. That is already 1. We will divide 14 by 2. This will become now 7. Okay, so 5 divided by 1, that is already is equal to 5. So what is left is that we have to multiply 7 and 5. Alright, so 5 times 7 will now gives us 35. Clear? So therefore, Lucy's mother worked 35 hours in 2 weeks or in 14 days. Okay? Hope you understand. Okay? So now, question. How do you find the activity? Did you enjoy doing it? How were you able to solve it? I just hope so. Okay? So now, how do we solve routine and non-routine word problem? Alright? So, can you give me an answer? Okay, so how do we solve routine and non-routine word problem? Okay, so will you read this? The steps in solving routine problems are: you have to understand, you have to plan, solve, check, and look back. review and check your answer. For the routine, remember, you have to for routine. But for the non-routine word problems, okay, for the non-routine word problems, I will just tell you, okay, uh, involving multiplication without or with addition or subtraction or fraction and whole number, read and analyze their problems carefully. Tell what is asked and what are the given. Then use other strategy like act out the problem, listing or the table method, guess and test, that is the trial and error, drawing, making a diagram, using a pattern, working backwards and others. So that's how you solve the non-routine problem. Okay? So may I just leave you this activity? Okay? Okay, for you to answer. Okay, so hope you enjoy our video. Hope you have learned something. Uh, you have learned something. Thank you for watching. Please hit the like button, the subscription button, and of course the notification bell for more videos and inspiration you're giving to this channel. So um, keep learning, keep and learning, try and try. Math is fun. All right, so thank you.